What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Lifestyle Podcast. I am your host, Sonic.
And I'm your co-host, Snuff.
So what's going on today, Boo?
All right, here's the topic I came up with.
Uh-oh, this is going to be good.
No, I mean, listen.
Are you finally going to tell people about your OnlyFans?
Ooh, I came close to it the
soon?
other day.
Too soon?
I was going to post it. I really was. We got some good footage.
So what?
Here's my deal.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about sponsorships, how to obtain them,
Okay.
why you're not getting them, what brands are specific to certain cars, just to give some people tips, because I know a lot of people are fishing
Okay.
around, asking for brands, and
I got some funny stories I can share.
Yeah?
Yeah, without, obviously names and whatnot. Okay. I mean, when it comes to sponsorships, it's a jungle in survival of the fittest.
Okay.
Just to put your mind into a certain, perspective on
Okay.
it. Because let's say, for example, Meguiar's.
We are both officially Meguiar's
Because
sponsored.
you finally got this year, 2021 season, sponsored by Meguiar's. I have been with them now officially for 10 years.
Yeah, but you've also had way more PR than me, so I mean...
Yeah, no, but the point is, before those 10 years, Homeboy got rejected like 3 times.
For what?
For what? Simple. My truck didn't have paint. Let me rephrase that. It didn't have custom paint.
Okay. I can see that.
So what happens? I had all the mods. So the custom kits were on. The body work was done. But I was still running on my original
Blue paint job.
GM paint. Just,
Okay.
crispy looking because you obviously got it all redone. Blah, blah, blah. But still wasn't enough.
All right.
Still was not enough for Meguiar's. They didn't give a shit about the system. They didn't care about the damn all the time and effort put into custom bumpers all the way around.
Trophies, that didn't matter.
No, nothing. No, they were like, no, thanks, but still doesn't meet our criteria.
Jesus.
Try again next year. Okay, I was a determined motherfucker. I was like, all right, you know what? That's when I came up with the idea for the paint job.
Gotta be something special.
And I redid the paint job. And then I got more creative. I was like, all right, let's do the airbrush. Did the airbrush. And I was like, all right, so help me God. If this year these motherfuckers come at me with something, I
If they
swear to
curve
God.
me again, I'm blowing up place.
That's when they're like, it happens to be, I forgot who I was talking to, off emails, when I had sent the letter in, because you have to make a proposal.
Oh, I remember.
You
Walk
did it
them
this
through
year.
Walk them through it.
When it comes to, like, let's say, for example, Meguiar's, you usually get the email that sponsorships are now officially going to be open for the new blah, blah, blah season in, like, December-ish. November, December. So then they open up the link officially, like, around January, February. Jump on, do the application, and it consists of making a proposal, a cover letter. So all you guys are doing SATs and, like, college resumes
they
and all
all
that
know
much,
about that.
you're just gonna be going back to the drawing board, because honest to God, it's the same crap. It's just for a sponsorship, not for a job. So, cover letter, proposal, what you can bring to the table for them. That's what it comes down to. It's not about, because at the end of the day, they're coughing up money of what they make to give to you.
Oh, yeah. They're
So
sending you products.
in the hope,
Yep.
quote unquote, in the hope that you will promote them on, Facebook, Instagram, if you do YouTube videos, obviously YouTube, hey, I use Meguiar's, all that type of crap.
Yeah. Plus, they put a banner on your car.
And they send you a decal that really, to get done anywhere, nobody can really do it, which I have noticed. There's a whole mess of the Meguiar's vector files online, but none of them are the same one that they send you, with the red and the white and the chrome lining and the star on it. It's the most official crap I've ever seen. And you have to go through the department where, if you get, like you say, your windshield replaced or damaged or whatever, you have to specifically be like, listen, this is my name, this is my contract number, I just got my windshield replaced. You have to send a copy of the receipt to show proof.
Oh, God.
And then they send you, the replacement decal.
All right.
But
Understandable.
kind of understandable.
Yeah.
It's a little bit it's a little bit overkill, but you understand. But I get it anyway. So let's say, for example, going back to the Meguiar's thing, you have to send at least 6 to 8 pictures of the car, every single angle. what publicity you've been in. So, any magazine articles, online
Music
stuff.
videos.
If you've been lucky enough to be in a video
Featured
or
on
TV
certain
commercial.
pages, yeah.
Anything that's public media, sociable that anybody in the world can see. If you appeared on any of that, you're good. If you even don't get bummed out, guys. Even if you have not had a chance to be in any of that, here's a quick tip: create an Instagram for your car. You're welcome.
No,
And I'll explain that later.
That's how
I'll
I
give
did
you
it.
guys tips and tricks into this. And after all that, you have to list every single mod. And I'm not talking about, custom bumper. No. You have to put custom bumper underneath
Brand
that.
name.
Boom, 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 boom. I use this, and this, and this, and I taped this over here, and I did that over here, and I zip tied that over there. I'm kidding. Don't write that, guys. I'm absolutely kidding about the zip tie
leave
part.
the zip ties and rivets out of
leave
it.
leave that for yourself. But you know what I mean. You have to break it down into such a long list.
No, you elongate it to make it count.
Yeah. No, you have to be on point. And then, I don't think they did that this year, but a few years back, I don't know. You can probably vouch for this if they do that this year for the 2021 season. You had to write on what it inspired you to make your build.
Oh yeah. No.
That was
we
there
have to
this
do
year?
that. Yep.
In the
Little
application?
paragraph.
Okay, so you had to write a quick summary or story or origin story of your car, pretty
Correct.
much, in the idea for
How it
Okay,
started
so
and
they're
what
still with
snowballed
that.
it.
Okay. So once you get all that, you submit it and cross your fingers and hope for the best. Now, we have some. Now I'm gonna get to the fun stuff, or the funny parts of this sponsorship thing. You have the ones that don't have custom paint, have a few mods, and do it and get rejected.
Yes.
Badmouth the company left and right.
Which is shitty of them.
I get it. Heat of the moment, you were hoping and you didn't get it. I can understand it, but there's no need to be extra.
Yeah,
about
but boo fucking who?
it.
it
There's no
up.
need to be extra of it. As I always say, use it for fuel and get better at it.
Yep, turn into something beautiful.
Okay? Because you got to remember one thing. At least with Meguiar's anyway, all the other cleaning companies, they'll pick up anyone. Why? What do you think your science is behind that one?
Meguiar's is high standard. That's the top of the line. That's
People
next,
may like,
That's a step above others.
chemical guys, and there's nothing wrong with chemical guys. I've seen their stuff. I've used their stuff. There's nothing wrong with them. They're dope. Armor Oil.
Yeah, I was just
Eagle
gonna say that.
One. Mothers.
Nothing
Well,
compares-
Mothers doesn't even sponsor, so you can forget about Mothers. They don't even do that crap.
But nothing compares to Meguiar's and the
But
wide
there's a
variety of
reason
shit.
why Meguiar's strictly only gets either fully custom, fully rat rotted, fully restored. Because I've had people with the argument of, why is that old Chevy? What the hell does that old Chevy have?
Why is he rocking a Meguiar's banner?
And I can't get it, and I have more mods in it.
Sounds salty as hell, my guy.
No, you'd be surprised. And I'll give you some even funnier stories. Okay, yeah, granted, that's a restore build. He may have maybe just interior redone, quote unquote modernized, and you have, 3-piece wheels, airbags, full wrap, motor done to the balls, full trunk setup, and you're still not getting Meguiar. Yeah, but what that one has that you don't is a fully custom paint job. Even on the Meguiar's booth, they don't even have wrapped cars in their booth.
Which is why I'm switching out.
You know what I mean? And don't even get me wrong, because they even make stuff now for vinyl and fully wrapped cars. They have a special spray wax for them now. They have a special ceramic coating for them. They have a special detailing spray now for them. The same thing that we have now.
Yeah.
Slowly, the vinyl wrapped guys are slowly getting the same treatment.
That's nice.
But what happens is
Gotta cover
that
the
they have
market.
had to, the fully wrapped car world has had to fight harder to get noticed.
Yeah, I'm living it.
And this is the same This is the same conversation we have all the time, on air or off air.
Well, all right, so you buy that wrap, it's one singular color. Most of the time it doesn't have that metal flake in it because you got to pay more for that. Even the glossy ones, you got to pay more for them.
Yeah.
And most people aren't willing to come out of pocket. But if you have like a custom wrap where it's like, I'm going to lean back on Kermit for this one, where you had that custom wrap.
Okay. Yeah.
that's something that, all right, they'll look at and be like, ooh, all right, that stands out versus just a singular color.
And like I said, we can have the same paint, but it'll never be the same finish.
Correct. And I've learned that.
Because I say, for example, I may put 5 spoonfuls of metal flake in my clear, and you did 7.
And I did beard hair.
Right there is a completely different paint job, one of one.
Boom, done.
And same shade, same color swashes, the whole 9 yards.
Mine
But when you're
sparkle a
looking
little
at
bit.
them, why is this one so different from the other one?
The recipe's different.
The recipe is
More
different.
sazon, less adobo.
Exactly. Pretty much. That's what it comes down to. So what happens is, like I said, going back to that argument that, not even an argument, it was just a discussion I was having with like one of the guys there at a show, and we all happened to be part of a McGuire's booth.
Okay.
And this dude was butthurt because he didn't get picked. He didn't get sponsored.
Wait.
And he was he was checking out the cars, but he was like kind of pointing them all out. Like, why is this crap here? My car's better than this crap. Because you get that sometimes. You do hear it, and you overhear it sometimes at these shows. And the simple concept was that even one of the guys, the head guys of McGuire's, the one that was taking care of the
booth.
that day, where's your car? Because maybe they're like, all right, maybe there was a mistake in the sponsorship
Maybe we
department,
missed something.
and we missed something that we should have grabbed.
How nice is that? Even like double guessing themselves.
They
That's
do
super
that.
sweet.
They do that. Because one old man, I'll tell you another story of that did get picked right there in the show, and they're like, oh, our apologies. We had no idea. You forgot to miss that out in the application. And he got sponsored right there at the show. And then it goes back. Guy's like, yeah, your mods are on point, but this original paint? Yeah, it's original OEM. I just repainted the whole car OEM. It goes, okay, that's cool. No.
Oh, I'd love to be there for that. A fly on the wall.
And is there anything wrong with that? No, of course not. But you have to put yourself in the perspective of a company that makes the products to be showcased on colors not seen.
Well, not. All right, so ready for this?
What?
That hell rot red on all the BMWs.
Oh my God, the most expensive goddamn paint, even on a 94 BMW.
Yep,
Don't I
guess
know
what?
it?
There's no metal flake in it.
Nothing at all.
So why would they pick you? What's different about you? Because there's 30 more of them lined up outside the show.
100%.
Shit, there's people who made it into the parking lot with the stock one.
100%.
So why are they going to pick you?
I'll give you an updated one on that one. And which is easy and hard all at the same time. After the 5-year mark with McGuire's, you become the ambassador program.
Okay.
So in terms of the other cars, like you've seen, Red has it, Shadow has it, Sky, my
Literally
CTS,
every car except for the old
my
classics.
76
Oh,
has
wow,
it.
even
Yeah,
more
my
classics.
76 has it. Even my 91 Candy, my 91 DeVille has it too. But the 91 DeVille is candy paint.
Yeah, you really can't.
Shadow is custom paint.
Oh, shit. I've driven past Shadow maybe like a dozen times already. And I
Well,
haven't
she's
stopped.
dirty, so it's fine.
I was going to say.
Even I walk by it.
That poor car.
Don't worry, I have to clean
so
it this week.
neglected.
This is the year I finally start.
I mean, if you just gave
Put
me
the new
keys-
wheel. You're never gonna happen. I'll
I
let you
drive
sit in it
around,
because you're cute.
I'll
But
let it
that's
live.
about it. That's about it, bro. I'll let you sit in it. I'll let you sit in the driver's seat because you're cute and you can even honk the horn.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah,
Very
nice.
nice. That's where we're shooting our first OnlyFans.
But they allow it because they've seen what I can do with blue.
Yep.
So it's one of those things that they're vouching for it type of deal. I can
There's
vouch for
trust
it.
in it.
I can vouch for the cars because I know even if they're not the pedigree to get to a show, they're nothing original.
Correct.
That type of deal. But you have to work that relationship with them,
And when he
years.
says
That doesn't
original, he
happen.
doesn't mean originality. He means like it's not your OEM paint.
Yeah, that's what I mean, pretty much. So, but that's a different thing. That you have to work with them, and they have to see pictures and the whole 9 yards. And then after now, you just become cool with them. Because I've known the people there in the sponsorship department now for years.
All right. Well, I'm gonna twist you a little bit.
Go for it.
There's this Instagram that I follow called "Are You Sponsored?"
Okay, you were telling me a little bit about this earlier today.
The way you approach your sponsorships
Jesus
counts for
Christ,
a
people.
lot.
Some people are savages as hell,
I've literally watched somebody post Sponsorship question mark. And then the guy replies, all right, so what do you bring to the table? Well, I have so many followers on TikTok and Instagram. All right, well, Instagram followers and TikTok guys don't equate to money. So what do you bring to the table? And then he starts like killing this guy. Oh, F this, F that. Your company sucks anyway. Da 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 da. He's going off on him. Now, as far as sponsorships go, I'm not gonna say the brand's name because I'm not sure if he wants that out there. Because trust me, their catalog is sick as fuck, and I would love to have it on my car. But if they don't release it, I'm not gonna release it just out of pure respect. But regardless, he's running a business. He's not going to give away shit for free unless he thinks he can make or profit off of it somehow, some way.
Which,
Now,
end of the day, that's all it comes down to.
if your presentation is on point and you do decide to do a header and all that shit, maybe you have a better chance. Or maybe if your car is fully modded out. He had a guy with a stock Miata hit him up, say, hey man, I'm just starting my car. What do you guys want to contribute? Nothing.
Nothing. I'll give you an air freshener and a sticker.
I would
and a pat in the butt.
I would have spit into
Keep
an
going,
envelope
soldier. You're doing
and
good.
sent it to him.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, that's the
Literally,
thing
hawk
that,
a loogie, spit it in an envelope, and send it to him.
honestly,
Enjoy.
like, the number one thing you never, ever want to do to any brand that you hit them up on Facebook or on Instagram or on their website, even if they have a section for sponsorships, that makes your life even easier. What
This-
you don't want to do is act cocky.
No.
Like they have to give you something.
Absolutely. They don't owe you a damn
They don't owe you
thing.
nothing, my dude. Like they don't.
And then you can't get salty when they blow up on you.
And if you get a no, exactly, don't get fucking salty.
Take your
What
L,
the hell's the point of that?
Turn it around, add more to your car, and then say, how about now?
Exactly. You just come back again because you know what? You at least show, the perseverance of, okay, they said no to me once. I'm going to come back harder. Again, this is like if you really like that brand and you really want their stuff.
Well, I'm just going to say that brand in particular that we're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, the amount of options and colorways and
Okay, so you're
materials
already
and
talking about a brand that has a
a
high,
particular status to it.
particular, okay, they have a status already to them,
Yeah.
which I'm assuming their price tag also has a status to them as well.
It's not unaffordable.
Okay, but for the plain Jane dude,
All right, I'm going to stop you right there.
What,
Hold on.
go.
This car culture that you're in and you're spending money on your cars, modding them, is expensive.
yes, my dude, like
If
there's
you-
no way around it.
If you can't afford the car scene, save up, build your car slowly. But if you're going to complain about how much everything costs, collect
Pick another
Pokemon
hobby.
cards,
Yeah, pick another hobby.
marbles, collect pennies.
for real.
Figure it out.
Because honest to God, like I said, the ranting that I do here, I do over here and just see, it's funny to say the least, for a lack of a better word. It's 100%. Because like I said, the last thing you ever want to do is go at any company like, this is my car, this is my build. What can you do for me?
That's bizarre to me. Like, how could you?
No, it doesn't work that way. You have to be extra polite. Be like, hey, how are you? This is my car. My name is such and such. I'm located here. This is my age, if you want to get even that technical. I'm really in love with this product.
Not just what can you do for me? Like,
I would
what?
really love to see if there was a way I can work with you to either get this at a discount or a co-sponsorship or a full sponsorship. This is what I'm doing. These are the shows I've been attending. This is what I've won. Or even if you want, even if you haven't been lucky and you haven't won anything, but still, show that you're going to events. And I'm not talking about the fucking parking lot meat.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
at
guys.
McDonald's or
doesn't help that.
Walmart.
No meat, no brand is even gonna look. They're gonna delete your email and send it to trash.
No, they're gonna repost it on the.
Or if you're that page, you're gonna
Dude, he's hilarious.
repost it and
Made
make
out of
fun of
gold.
and bash everyone that sends in the dumb emails.
He's not bashing. What he's doing is turning it into humor because
It is humor. It's
at the end
sadly
of
it
the
is
day,
humor because people.
It's daunting. It's impolite. It's rude to expect something of somebody who doesn't.
I will never understand that. Like I said, and I have 3. Hey, sorry, thanks for sending the application in, but doesn't meet our criteria yet. But keep going. Yeah, it sucks, and you get mad, and you get annoyed, and you're looking at the car, be like, what the? But then it gets to a point that you kind of forget about them, and you do it more for yourself. Of, you know what? I'm going balls in.
Well, do you think the person
Balls
on the
to
other
the
side?
face.
Ah, that's my Friday night. Do you think the person on your other side is happy to hear you putting your hand out when you've given them absolutely nothing?
Of course not.
You haven't come in witty. You haven't came in and put a smile on their face.
Nothing.
None of that.
Nothing. Nothing.
Like, what? You've shown up to the party empty-handed. Now everybody's looking at you like you smell like shit. Go home.
That's a good example. Shot number 1.
No, that's like shot 3. I've been keeping track. I've been trying to cut down on the profanity and so on and so forth. Just, cleaning up my act, being more mature, an adult.
Look at you growing up. I'm proud of you. You grew
Kiss
up so
my
fast. There you go. There it is. But there's, like I said, going back with, McGuire's, they will pick you. Let's say, for example, well, even you, because you got it this year because you never even thought of it until I mentioned it. Try it. You can see what happens.
Yeah. Also, my color is a color that you don't see very often.
Very true. But still, you didn't even think about it until I told you. Try it. And you're the one telling me, nah, they'll never pick me. I was like, yo, dude, give it a shot. Okay, they tell you no? Big shit. You go again harder next year, and you submit it again.
Boom.
And that's it. And you were lucky enough, and you got it on the first try.
Which also our girls applied, and
and none of our girls made it, which is fine. Do up their cars more. Next year, they try
Take
again.
off the profanity.
Talking about you, Kate, the middle finger.
My
On the
beautiful wife. She happens to have Sailor Moon flipping the birds, 2 of them, on the back window decal, which was miserable to lay. And
Pretty sure it would have been a different angle on the car. It would have.
it may have
Yeah,
sliding
I think so.
past.
I think so. But I think it was just that angle
Yeah, no.
that nobody thought about.
But to be honest, that picture did showcase the glitter.
It did. It did. But it's one of those things. You got to remember one thing. McGuire's is like Disney.
Yeah, they're not going to let any...
They're not going to let profanity fly. Yeah, if they do, I mean, they didn't see it in the picture type deal. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But going back to you, they're taking a chance on you. They sent you free stuff. What happens? Chances are you're going to be using their stuff at the car show to clean the car.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to get the same question I've been asked 5 million times at all the car shows.
How do you keep your paint like this?
How do you keep your paint like that? Oh, dude, what spray are you using? Because I've used this spray and that spray, and I don't get the right shine and all that. Then what's the first? I'm using McGuire's.
Preacher
Boom.
McGuire's Bible.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to.
I'm keeping it in my back
And honestly,
pocket.
I've just been using. I've dealt with Blue Magic. I've used Eagle One. I've used Mothers. I have used Chemical Guys. I've used it, and to me, it just doesn't compare personally to McGuire's, and that's just my own taste. I know some guys that have done the complete reversal. They were McGuire's, and then they jump ship, and they're with another brand now, just because they like their brand more, which is fine too. It is what it is. But just sake of argument, for example purposes, we're dealing with the companies that have picked us and have been able to sponsor us.
Luckily enough.
Luckily enough. So, please, by all means, do not go in cocky, guys. When you're gonna write, an email to somebody to try and get something out of it, even if it's like 50% off, 20% off. If you get a co-sponsorship, don't send them to hell.
No, don't.
That's still good. It doesn't work, talk to them. Be like, all right, you know what? If vendor flares that you want to get, let's say for argument's sake, are $600, full retail price.
Okay.
You send them an email, you send them the pictures, you tell them a good story on the car and what inspired you to build it.
You got to sell them.
You have to sell your own shit. That's what it comes down to. You have to sell your own car to try and get something back out of it. So, like I said, you write the email to these guys. This is what inspired me to do the build. These are the pictures. I've gone to these events. And when I say events, I mean car shows. Okay?
Or you've been
The
publicized.
asterisk on that because, yeah, meets are cool to hang out. We'll go back and forth on this all day.
Yes.
Like we've been. But when it comes down to you wanting to do more with your car and get out there more with your car, which there are a lot of people that do that. They want to be somebody. They make it in the car world.
It's a very difficult thing to do.
It's stupidly difficult.
You have a lot
It's
of
a
patience,
never-ending battle.
a lot
It
of
never
energy,
is. But
deep pockets.
yeah, not even deep pockets, but this is a long-term hobby.
For those who plan on keeping their cars.
Exactly. But even for the ones that don't keep their cars, okay, fine, they sell one, they get another one, they start all over again. It's a hobby you're stuck in forget about it.
Boom.
This is worse than crack.
Yeah, I gotta say, it'll hurt your pockets just as bad.
So, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm not gonna be selling my mother's TV and, you know,
At least I
I
hope
got
not
these
to.
cheeseburgers, man. Can you polish my
But,
wheels?
you know what I mean? Like, the best tips and tricks, another company that is awesome and gives a lot of chances to a lot of cars, regardless of the mods that you really have, because they have stages of
I know where you're
sponsorship.
going with this one.
6-speed.
Yep. Now,
People knock them. People
you
knock them.
can't. That's
But end of the
Their
day,
engine
okay, there's a
cleanup kits are the
few things that
cutest
they
ones.
sell. You're just like, what? But overall, dude, they're a legit accessories
yeah,
company.
no, absolutely. They make good harnesses and such. And
The good harnesses. They make good stainless steel screws with the washers, anodized washers for you to do the
color
dress up.
coded. Yep.
And color coded. Shift knobs. Not cheapy stuff either. And they have categories of sponsorship. So it's say you have, wheels a drop and maybe a carbon fiber hood on. That's it.
Okay.
You can send them an email. Chances are you're going to grab something.
Even if it's that 30%, 20% off.
What? I mean, instead of spending, $50 on a shift knob, I don't know what they're going for, just, argument's sake, you'll pay 30,
Yeah, but again, you still can't come at them crazy. What do you guys want to give me?
but it's not bad though.
Or-
But again, you can't go at a company crazy.
Exactly.
Be polite, submit it, the info of the car, a little bit brief backstory on yourself, and companies like 6P will pick you up. My mouth goes, I go bored because I tell even all the knuckleheads in the team the same deal.
Give it a shot.
Give
What's
it a
the worst?
shot.
You get rejected.
You
Keep
get
on trying.
You keep going. Treadwear, they're another one.
They sponsor us.
They do, and they give us a good discount.
Yeah. And to be honest, my next set, I'm hoping that they have the Mucho Macho brand.
I swear, yeah, you and the damn mucho
That
macho.
rubber is soft. That bead can be really nice applied, and you can get a sick stretch with it.
If you say so, bro.
You can't knock it.
No, I mean, I'm not knocking. I'm not knocking at all.
Cosmos, if you're listening, you guys are it. You guys are figuring it out.
But same deal goes with them. There may be a little bit harder to get
Because they're a smaller company.
because they're a lot smaller company. You gotta remember, if the company's a mom
Smaller,
and pop
it needs
style
that
shop,
money to run. To
you
pay
can
employees.
expect to get a freebie. You can probably get an okay discount, but nothing crazy.
Still, don't ask for the word. Like the one guy, how many likes on an Instagram post do I have to get free? Blah blah blah.
Yeah, like what?
He replied back, "Oh yeah, likes don't equate to dollars. So I don't know what you want to do."
But is he wrong?
He's
No, of
absolutely
course
right.
not.
Absolutely right.
And to the guy or girl that sent the message in, they're even not like in the wrong either, so to speak, because it's the gram thing. It's one of those. But honestly, even if your car has not been to a show yet, hasn't been in media yet, any magazines, online articles, dude, start an Instagram page for the car.
That's the easiest way to get out there.
It's the most perfect way to get out there.
You have a portfolio of everything.
You grab attention of the companies because now you can tag right in your bio. Like, these are freebie points, guys. Like, it doesn't get easier than that. You're doing a full portfolio, whether you like it or not, or whether you realize it or not, better said, of posting every single image of the car. Of what you did this weekend, what you did the following weekend, if you did new wheels, you finally got tints, getting an exhaust done. Before you know it, you have a full thing.
Yeah, and well, to be fair, the brand that I'm talking about with that Instagram page, it's hilarious, straight comedy.
Uh-huh.
I still see them as a low key mom and pop, although they have a great name for themselves. But like, you have to be somebody important. Like, usually when you see that kind of I don't want to call it accessory. When you see their gear inside cars,
Okay.
that car is not your common car.
Okay.
It's usually
It's a modded car. Chances are it's a show car already, or a race car, I would
correct.
assume.
No,
Okay.
yeah, it's a drag car. It's a drift car. It serves a purpose.
Okay.
So, the best way I can say it is, you shouldn't reach out because, not for anything. How would you like for people asking you for things all the time? How would that make you feel?
Exactly. Pretty sure people will get freaking annoyed.
And they are their own brand. Ready for this? If I was that brand, I would reach out to people. Hey, you want to rock a banner for me? Oh, what am I getting? Nothing.
And you know how many people I've seen that? How many shops I've seen do that?
Dude, yeah, but that's from around the way.
Yeah, but like I said, I've seen
There's that one tire shop that if they change your tires, they're like, oh, put a banner on your back windshield.
exactly. What am I getting free? Am I getting a rotation at least?
Nope.
You know what I mean? What, air my tires because I was low on one?
But to be fair, if that brand that we were talking about on the IG decided to send me a sticker, I'd rock it just cause.
Okay, because the brand is, you
Has
know,
a high
it's made
status
its
to
it's
it,
made its
yes.
name. It's made its footprint.
Also,
pretty much in the car
it'd make
world.
for a great story, as per this episode.
True. That is also true. You know another company, guys, that you can try? Mishimoto. And we were just talking about it before.
Oh, those are particularly to like your JDM cars.
Not even JDM. They got love for domestic too.
Oh yeah, I know
Don't be
that.
a bitch.
But what I'm saying is, for cooling and that kind of situation, catch cans, that whole nine, they're bulletproof.
The E36 build, nothing but Mishimoto underneath the hood of red.
But to be fair, I was that little crybaby. I was like, all right, I'm gonna apply for it, and they gave me that 10% off. But meanwhile, the website was 10% off, and I was like, all right, I'll buy something stupid like a thermostat, just to say I did it. You know,
Right.
So it went to use
No, I know.
because you can't. How can I
And
say
they at least make it easy because they have it right there on their website.
Yeah,
Sponsorship.
But if they reach their hand out and they're giving you something, you have to take it. Thank you. Thank you for anything.
Thank you. Because you got to remember, even though they make life semi-easy, that you don't really have to hunt down the department or the contact and
Yeah.
get email forwards, like 30 forwards until you find the right guy you got to talk to. I'm pretty sure they have to say no to some cars.
Oh, yeah. My first time applying, they said no.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I've applied to them 3 times.
Well, Mishimoto.
Yeah.
No
Well,
kidding, really?
Actually, the first 2 times they said no, and the second time they gave me a 10%.
Oh, wow. See, okay.
And
but
then
you
I
know
used
what?
it.
Yeah, but it worked. And you kept on going.
Well, yeah. Eventually, at some point, I'm going to be big enough where they're going to be like, all right, man. What do you guys want to do? I'm buying that turbo system. I want that big giant M in the front. I have millions of followers. I'm willing to pay at least 50% for it. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah. No, and you
Ready
know
for
what?
this? I'll pay more than your at cost. Just
You got to remember.
say I'm
if-
sponsored by Use Fully, and I'll rock a giant sticker. And
Yeah, but you know what? Why not? But that's the point. One hand washes the other. I gave you 2%. You're excited about that 10%.
Yeah, I'm thankful.
You bought that part. You put it onto your car. You go, you talk to somebody else that has your same car. My radiator cap is garbage. Which one are you rocking? I'm like, oh, I just got the new Mishimoto one. Chances are he's going to go to the website and buy it.
Yeah, like the radiator cap I showed you.
So, my point is, congratulations. Mishimoto just had a full sell thanks to you, which comes down to what we were talking about with Meguiar's.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you may not go to Meguiar's to buy the spray can, but you're going to go to Walmart
Yeah, no, and you're going to buy Meguiar's products.
and you're going to buy a Meguiar kit. Boom.
Oh, ready for this? Even if your mom hears you talking about the little Meguiar's thing, guess what Christmas you got?
My mom steals my Meguiar's leather stuff
Well,
for the living room couches.
do you blame her?
I don't blame her, and it also annoys me because they don't send a lot of that, damn it. But anyway.
But what I'm saying is, like, she'll hear you talking about it, and then for Christmas, she'll get that detail kit by Meguiar.
Yeah, no, I swear to God. You see my, you've seen HQ. It's nothing but fucking Meguiar's everywhere.
Dude, if I... Yeah.
I wish they had stock. I swear to God, I would buy stock off Meguiar's, like all day.
I'm pretty sure every car guy would.
I swear to God, I would. But I mean, I'm trying to think of like name brands off the LED Glow is another one
Yeah, no, that's a real thing.
that you can contact them. And actually, it's even cooler because if I'm not mistaken, the owner's the one that contacts you back. You're not getting a Joe Schmo, like it's like LED Glow. I don't think is a crazy big company. I think they're semi
Well, you wouldn't know.
mom and popish style. I could be wrong, but that's what I think.
Okay.
Anyway, but they'll give you like a 15-20% off.
That's something. That's better than nothing.
Guys, take it and run.
And then throw their sticker on your car. You have
Exactly.
to. You have to say something.
It's a simple thank you.
When you go to the
even
meets-
if you're not the type that decals all over the car, fine dandy. But you know what? You have an IG page, and they have an IG page.
Shout them out 100
The
times.
second you tag them, they're getting a notification.
And you're posting it to your followers.
Tag them in the picture.
I mean, that's not nearly enough to say thank you. Like,
No, but you know what? It starts building interest back to the brand.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
If
Traffic.
your build is nice enough,
You
people will
know,
want to replicate it.
50 followers that you get in one day because, okay, the Mishimoto, radiator cap, go with it right now.
Okay. Okay.
I would be impressive as fuck, by the way, if you ever did for over a radiator cap. Out of those 50, let's say 40 end up following Mishimoto, and out of those 40, 20 buy them.
Feel ready for this? I'm gonna give you one.
What?
Some of those, the Saibon hoods,
Okay.
depending on which one you get, whether it's a DE or HR, some of them won't fit properly. And
Right.
You need to make clearance. Dude, these thinner caps work better.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's an actual.
Also, it comes into how you fit your hood, because I've seen it happen. Like, oh no, you just got to refit your hood.
Oh, because they didn't bolt it on right. It's not aligned correctly.
I've lived it.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, I remember hearing your nightmare stories where you're.
I was like, why won't this close? And then I got that spider web, and I was like, all right, got to sand it and clear it again.
But
Slamming a hood.
LED glow, Mishimoto, 6-speed, treadwear, Meguiar's. Like, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, other companies that kind of don't make it that hard, but at the same time,
NRG is one of them.
NRG, you have to really show your car is out there.
Really?
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Like, look at that one girl, the do the ding girl.
The who?
Do the ding.
Who the hell's that?
Oh man, millions of followers on Instagram.
Well, okay, right there and then. If you gotta remember, you
Hold
have
on, let me tell you how she got that.
Oh, what? Go ahead.
So when you have that NRG quick release with that locking mechanism, when you spin it and lock it, it goes clink. And literally all she did was have Siri say, do the ding. And she spun it and it clinked and it locked, and it's visually and auditorially satisfying.
Oh,
It made
and that
its way
became
on
a
reels
thing.
and shot through the fucking roof.
No, okay, so she got lucky, and it went viral.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it only takes a good idea, bro. That's all it is. It takes one good idea. Power to her, honestly. I didn't even know about that. I've seen the videos. Of everybody doing the clink
Dude,
thing. I just
yeah.
didn't think it was that she started it.
Well, they also, after she did that and it shot through the roof, they did a challenge, the Do the Ding challenge.
No shit, it became an actual challenge.
Yeah.
That's even funnier.
But I did it also. I used a Corona bottle. And they didn't even repost me. And I was like, oh, ouch.
A lot of brands.
But imagine trying to keep up with half the internet doing it. Dude,
Oh no, that's insane. But you can see how NRG would be like, what do you want?
you just got us millions of traffic and foot, and yeah.
Because of the traffic
Well, she
coming
has her own
back.
custom wheel now. I mean, she designed one and they sell it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, it's pretty sick.
There you go. It only takes one good idea. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. But I've also seen the brands that go for, like stupid amount of followers.
Give me one.
Oh, no, I'm not going to say names here.
Nah.
Crazy? You crazy, nigga. You crazy. Get assassinated outside, walk into the car in the parking lot? You crazy?
Little ninjas.
But no, I've seen
Chop you down.
there are a few brands that do that. And there's nothing wrong in it, to be honest. There really isn't, because it shows that person has, a lot of traffic back and forth in their page, and picture of a wrench, and it has like 50,000 likes out of nowhere. It's just a picture of a
I'm
wrench.
gonna make you laugh right now. Imagine your car being like sponsored by, I don't know,
What?
Grady Garrett and HKS. I don't know.
Oh,
Just,
you're gonna get me started? You want to trigger me right now? It's bro. I haven't even had coffee yet. Are you shitting me?
I'm making
You're
a
gonna
reference
trigger me?
towards Jared's GTR. That car was sponsored by all those people, and it was a beautiful build. It's just financial misery to upkeep the thing.
Yeah, but I keep on saying it. If he would have just contacted,
Everybody to
Hey,
get, hey, I
guys.
know you made a one of, and I know you guys can make parts again for it.
I'm the new owner of your SEMA build.
Let's run it back. Let's do it again.
I'm pretty sure a million doors would have opened, but that's story for another day. But even
But
companies
it's
like
obtainable.
that,
It's absolutely obtainable.
no, 100% it is obtainable. Okay, well, I mean, since
it's how
you're
you
since
go
you're in
about
that
it.
topic, since you're in the damn topic, that one was even more feasible and even easier to reach.
Because
The guys of Garrett, and everybody else that touched that car, all the head honchos, okayed the budget for it. So yeah, they're gonna know the car. So yeah, it's a lot easier to obtain a, hey, oh, so you're the new owner? You know, here's a free shirt and a hat. I mean, whatever. But the point is,
Now you're in with them.
that's even easier to reach. Because they physically had to be like, okay, you know, we're going to build this car for
They've
SEMA.
approved it already.
We got to put, you know, okay, fine. You know, marketing department, you know, 10 grand. It's a write-off. Let's be for real. It's a fucking write-off. They're going to get it back. But the point is, they had to get the okay for it. You know what I mean? They're not just going to sneak a custom turbo out the door, back door, and be like, it showed up in the SEMA bill.
Custom manifold.
Yeah, it doesn't work that
so
way.
on and so forth. Downpipes and...
Marketing departments for everybody, and everybody was a damn write-off. But the point is, all the head guys knew the car.
Oh, yeah.
And they made custom one-off parts that later became mass production parts.
Which is really
But
cool.
one of one, with the serial numbers of one, were on that damn car. Saw it with my own eyes. So it's not like blowing smoke up somebody's butt. I legit saw the damn serial numbers, one of one with signatures on it in the whole 9 yards.
This keeps Sonic awake at night.
No, it triggers the hell out of me sometimes because it was such a feasible and easily of a reach.
Obtainable thing.
Yeah, it's not like you have to climb a ladder to it. No, you can just and pat the guy's damn shoulder, be like, hey, what's up, bro? Got your car. I need a new manifold. Thanks. You know?
I know it's a one of one and they don't sell it in the stores, but just give me the item number and how much it costs.
So
and I need
that
it.
alone, I will forever tell you the same thing. The doors that could have been opened with that.
It's still for sale. It's like 98 grand.
Yeah, if you have $98,000, $100 pretty much, and it's
what
sitting in
hurts
a
me is-
Nissan dealership, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. But all of that advertising on the side, all those cool stickers. Not stickers, rather vinyls.
Yeah, no, it has
because they weren't
the
decals.
car got completely redone.
Stripped of that.
Yeah,
That takes away from it.
No,
That
it
hurts.
doesn't. It doesn't.
For me, being that I grew up watching cars that were cool like
It's
that.
a different thing. The first Fast and the Furious era.
Dude, that,
Decals everywhere of every single name brand you had rocking on your car. Yeah, it was cool. It was dope. It was. But in 2020, 2021, that's
Little
become
broken
a
heart
no-no
stickers.
thing. Yeah. It's broken hearts everywhere in the whole 9 yards, which looks cool. But but it is what it is. But that alone, going back to the GTR story, that was stupidly obtainable. Even anybody that listens to this will be like, what? Why didn't they just send an email? And it's true. Why didn't you?
Listen, I'm just going to tell you. The car was an expensive upkeep.
Oh, no. You got to remember one thing. It comes into one of our first topics of conversation. Okay, like the perfect example, the Whipple supercharger that we were talking about last time.
If you're
Blue.
listening, please say something. Throw up a flag, something.
Yeah, okay, cool. It's fun and dandy.
He's willing to pay.
The upkeep is going to be stupid
Yeah.
because there's only so many parts available. And if, God forbid, if something goes wrong,
CNC machine.
you got to start getting creative. So it's like, do I want it? Yeah, you still want it because it's the whole weight behind it of, one of one, and nobody will have it. But then it's like, oh, God, there's only going to really be one, one of one.
If something goes south,
Oh, my Lord.
you went on vacation. You brought one underwear with you. Don't fuck it up.
Exactly. Do not mistake that far, my friends. Do not mistake
Don't
that
gamble
far.
it.
Don't gamble it. You know what I mean? It becomes one of those things.
I mean, you've already agreed to gamble it. If they wind up doing it, you will track it down the strip once.
Maybe, but
No,
you have to give everybody your OnlyFans. I have to put a flag on it, so as I'm going down the track, it has your actual URL of the OnlyFans.
I don't give a fuck. I'll do
That's
that.
fine.
I
That
just
works.
won't post anything again.
Snuff big feet toes, whatever.
No, that's
.com?
not it.
No, that's not it.
Bat wings. I'm giving out bat wings, dirty hamburgers, and
2 snuffs in 1 cup. Oh, sorry guys.
no.
Everybody just went, whoa! I can imagine it was like, yo, this took a
This went
wrong
south
turn on the highway.
fast. I got to be able to afford those parts. Hey guys, come on, give it to me.
But like I said, that GTR story is just it will trigger me every time I think about it, just because.
One of these companies need to reach out to us and be like, hey man, drop that OnlyFans link. We'll give you this.
I'll be like, yo, Snuff, we are making one tonight, and get that, wash up that big toe of yours, bro, because it's going viral. I swear to God.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
But going back to like the whole sponsorship stuff, there's a million companies that are looking for cars.
Yeah,
I
they
remember
need
when
to showcase their work.
They do need to showcase them. But also, don't go in so cocky. It goes into the same, type of
They
thing.
need to showcase their work, but they don't need your ass.
Yeah, it becomes one of those things. Perfect example. I do retrofits. Fine and dandy. You know how many messages I get on the Instagram page?
To what?
Hey, man, I have like 200K followers. I want to get these headlights done, this and that. Okay, that's cool. How does 200,000 followers help me in any way? What do I care about followers? I mean, don't get me wrong. To a certain degree, yeah, of course, you have to care about the
have to
the
fit in a
followers
message, yeah.
and the analytics and that crazy nerd talk. But exactly, how does it translate to money?
Does
How
not.
can you guarantee me your 200 followers? Guarantee me on paper that 100 of them are gonna come flocking on my page.
Can't.
So what good is your number to me?
Well,
I have to take my time out, build you a free set of lights for you to do an install clip or whatever, to then try and have out of those 200, maybe 10 message me, and out of those 10, maybe 3 of them are willing to pay.
yeah, no.
That's what it comes down to.
Absolutely right.
Like I'm throwing crazy numbers out at you, but
No, but
I
that's
mean,
realistic.
realistically speaking, I'm hoping and basing and crossing my fingers and toes that one of your followers is gonna reach out and be like, "Hey man, saw your video,
They're willing to
saw
pay
this
full
video,
price.
I want to get this done and this done,"
And that he has the cash for it.
and that they have the money for it. Because I've built lights, and I've been able to make some good sales in lights, but I've had some good sets of lights already in storage because people don't got money to pay.
It just sits there.
And they just sit there collecting dust. Living with that currently now.
That grinds
with
my
2
gears.
sets of lights. And they signed the disclaimer that once the orders are done, what?
You got to cough it up.
Cough it up, or they sit there until they either sell or whatever. Or use them as like a showpiece. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. I don't understand. I never will. Stuff that I get or want to get done, I either, okay, deposit and balance, okay, but I stay on top of it. Okay. It's one of those things. And I think anybody that makes custom parts can relate to this in some way, shape, or form or fashion. Even talking with other guys that make lights. Because I'm in a group page too. And we all bullshit and talk stories.
Like me with my vinyl one.
Exactly, yeah. So that's just like you with the vinyl. It's just a whole mess of guys that build lights and they show up their parts and their pieces, and people are like, yo, that's pretty dope, and I'm using this part, and just to give you an idea.
Just the brand for this, and
Yeah, what's a cool brand for this type of
What
LED
kind of resistor would I
diode,
use
and
for this?
one for the animation
Yep.
box, and blah blah blah. Somebody posted up, yo, dude, I'm having this issue with this customer, and then everybody, it was like 275 comments.
slammed them.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Ah, fuck them. Yo, sell his lights to somebody else. Because anybody that makes custom parts, you gotta remember, it's a different atmosphere and it's a different world than just going to AutoZone and getting it off the shelf, where it's mass produced.
No, you're one of one.
You're one of one. Which I know, granted, we're getting a little bit off the topic of the sponsors, which we'll go back to, but it ties into each other. For example, with the headlights. Yeah, the guy messaged me. Yeah, 200K followers. I saw it. They're legit. Every single one post is like, 20,000 likes, 50,000 likes. A TikTok page too, he has fucking like over 40, 50,000, subscribers to that. The views are up there. Good analytics all across the board. Can't knock him for that. All right.
You must have been considering if you did your homework on them.
No, you do your homework anyway. At everyone that comes through the door.
Well,
That's-
to be fair, I think
you have
you're
to
a
do
more
that.
thorough person.
And that's just how
And
I'm
a lot
geeky-
of that
I'm
has
geeky like that.
rubbed off on me.
but I'm geeky like that. So you check out all the analytics, you check out everything else. Yeah, no, they're not bots, quote unquote, not paid subs and all that shit that's out now on the
Yeah,
internet
no, I get it.
to fake it. But still, it comes down to the same thing. I have to cross my fingers that I'll grab one sale. Because if I make one sale off of the free set that I made you, yeah, I'm good. Not that much in the hole. but you're putting in, a week of work, over 40 hours, and wherever can
engineering,
make lights,
and R&D, and so on and so forth.
and it's R&D, because half of the lights that you get in front of you,
You're figuring it out.
you're just like, what the fuck? Your R&D, your customer service,
If something goes south, yeah, you are customer
your
service.
shipping, your warranty department, you are everything. So you have to, and you even have to go over the top, to be honest, if you're sending a free set. Why? Because the mentality in the back of your mind, you'd be like, yo, these things gotta come out
Crispy.
so goddamn perfect. So there's nothing to,
Pick
yeah,
that.
because the same way, I want to rock your stuff. Your stuff is cool. One bulb goes out. This is garbage. Don't go to this guy. That's just how it happens. Perfect.
Bolt
And
doesn't
this
line
ties
up.
in now
Yeah,
to the
no, they
sponsorship.
kill you.
Now, I messaged you for, a carbon fiber hood, let's say, for example.
Okay.
You're one of these guys in that page or whatever that you're telling me about. I have this car. I have a Z, wide body, big wing, 3-piece wheels. What can you do for me? I want this hood.
Here's your 10% discount, and use it wisely.
Okay. 10%. No. I deserve more than 10%. Have you not seen my build?
Why do you feel as though you deserved more than 10%?
There we go.
Why? Tell me. I need to know.
Exactly.
I'm part of a podcast that's going to talk about this.
But you know what I mean? What are you doing?
No, you start up a page and you post it and you let everybody laugh at it and you turn it into good energy.
Exactly, but I already messaged you for the hood that I like and that I want. You give me 10%. I then get mad
and wipe your ass
at the
with it.
10% because
Tell me how much I
think I
suck.
deserve more than the 10% discount from you. So, and then, I'll hit you with your parts ain't shit anyway.
Well, I would also remind you that I probably have 100 other Z's knocking on my door.
Yeah, but the point is, the same way, if you were to be like, you know what, your car is good, I like it, I'll give you 50% off. You just got to worry about the 50% of shipping.
You know what?
Chances are you would take that.
So what I would usually do, if I was in your shoes, I would send you a picture of my flagship car rocking my gear. Say, this guy got his shit for free. Look at him.
Okay, I can see where you're going with that.
Do you think you're bigger than he is? Do you think you're better than he is?
Yeah, no, I totally get it. But my point is,
Do you think you're at that status?
I see what you did there. nice crumble there of info. But, going back to the back and forth, I message you for the hood, you give me a 10%. I get mad that you want to give me 10%. And then even though I was the first one to contact you, because I want your hood, and your hood is dope, then I'm going to come back and be like, your hood ain't shit anyway.
Which we both know that would be bullshit.
But exactly my point. Me building lights, okay, this is going to go out to quote-unquote a sponsorship, a sponsored car. In the back of your mind, you'd be like, yo, these things are going to come out on point. Like, stupidly on point. Like, beyond perfection. Why? You want them to talk good.
You want people to see it and stop and have to look at it.
Exactly. So the same guy that was reaching for a freebie, if one bulb goes out, even if it's their fault, that same freebie, yo, but your lights is dope, your work is dope, and then be like, oh, I ain't shit. Your lights ain't that serious anyway. I can get better ones than another shit, blah, 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 blah. You get me now?
Well, all right. I'm going to give you one.
I don't understand it.
And I'm going to say their name, too.
Oh, God. Oh.
And Nozotech, that wrap.
Okay.
You have to apply to be able to buy their wrap.
Yes. Very true.
Which, how many times have we applied already?
Twice so far, and no response.
And no
Don't worry,
response.
I'll bother them like 10 more times. They're about to give up.
No. They're going to break eventually. Once they see what we have in store for the season, once they see our wave building, they'll allow us to buy from them.
Hopefully. Hopefully, anyway.
And if they don't, what's the worst? We buy
We
some
keep
of their
trying
colors.
anyway.
Yeah. We keep on knocking on the door. Eventually, they'll say, all right, here's the 3 options we're going to let you buy. And you
No,
know
we
what?
could just be like, nah, you're buying shit anyway. Or somebody.
No, we're going to have to buy one just out of respect, even.
And that works sometimes, to be honest.
And to be honest, we can probably turn around and sell it for double because you're not selling to anybody anyway. Dude, in the wrap room, I'm telling you, in Nozotech, it's such a hard thing to get a hold of. It's like having a nun that'll put out. You're not getting it.
Wow.
You're not getting
That
it.
is by far the best goddamn example I've heard you say. Holy you just left me with my mouth open right now. Jesus Christ.
Nobody's getting it. Nobody's getting it.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And then when you are getting it, you're one of these shops that are godly.
Exactly. But they have the high intel that push it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it gives you that extra boost of
You're
status.
rapping the
that
McLarens. You're rapping the
the
Ghost
company can be
Phantoms.
like worth it because chances are we'll see our product on a a Bentley.
But people are
on
talking
a
about buying it at
Saleen.
full price just to buy it at full price.
Some people are crazy like that. End of the day. But I mean, like, tips and tricks is definitely going a little bit back and forth with this sponsorship stuff and the sponsorship talk. Number one thing, guys, is I don't care even if I get the emails out of this from the people. There's companies out there that you pay them and they get you sponsored. That is horseshit. I'm calling it right here. I'm calling it now. That is absolute crap. Anybody that's done it, get your goddamn refund, and hopefully they're through PayPal, put a claim. That is not a thing.
That's a Jay Manzini scheme.
That is not a thing. That's just an easy way for somebody to send you a fucking $10 set of LED strips when you just paid them $100 for it. That's not a thing.
That grinds my gears.
And it exists. And back when like Hot Import Nights was like a lot more in the East Coast and doing crazy shows, like the stories I've been telling you, there was a booth. I'm not gonna say their name because they're still around.
Oh, jeez.
But they will go and walk around and not pick me or you that had our cars in the show. No. They'll pick the kid that was checking out the car at the show.
What do you drive, man?
Hey man, come over here. You want a free shirt? Okay, I'll give you a free shirt. And be like,
What do you
so what car do
building?
you drive? And they'll show up. They're like their bone stock Civic with just like a
yeah.
freaking an air freshener on it and tints. Like, hey man, that's dope.
That has a lot of
You want to get
potential.
sponsored? And sorry guys, I don't know if they did the creepy voice thing, but whatever. Just
They
go
probably
with it.
did. You probably want
But
some
yeah,
candy?
yeah. And what's the first thing anybody in the car show? They're so hyped up looking at cars.
Yes, please.
Yes, please, because I want my car to look like that. I want to be in an environment like this.
Hold on while I go get my knee
It's
pads
a
and
perfect.
chapstick.
When you think about it, it's
Yeah.
just perfect recipe to make money.
I get it.
And people were dishing it out. $100, $150. I saw this one company charge up to like $200. Guaranteed 100% get sponsored or your money back.
And you get the $5.
Now
cheaper
you're sitting
sponsor.
there like, oh God, okay. Don't have to really go out. Don't really have to email people. I just have to go to shows, send some pictures to these guys, and they give me the parts that I want.
And they buy that kit for $50.
No. See, the disclaimer part was
Send it to
it
you.
wasn't the parts that you wanted. It was what they wanted to give you. And then chances are, you couldn't even sue them anyway. Why? They did their part of the
You got you
contract.
sponsored.
You got something
Congratulations.
for free. It was a cute LED strip that you can probably buy in AutoZone. But hey, you got it for free. Quote unquote, I sponsored you. So, calling it here and calling it live, no company that is going to sponsor you is going to charge you. If you get sponsored, it's because of your own merit, and it's a contract that you do with the brand. Which, trust me when I tell you, there will be a contract. And trust me when I tell you, there's a million ways that you can breach that contract, and then a bill will show up at your door, which I got stories for that too. Not for me, but for other
No,
people.
I want to know that.
I'll get into that. So, always remember, you do a contract, you are obligated to send pictures of the car. Either monthly, weekly if they want. If they want one every 3 days,
Guess
yeah,
what?
bro, start taking shots, different angles every other day of the car and sending it to
You
them.
have to.
Because you have to.
You're obligated now.
And you're obligated. And to be honest, a lot of the companies are semi-lenient. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Perfect example, going back with McGuire's. For how strict they are once you're in, they're not as bad.
You're part of the family.
You know what I mean? You're kind of like part of the family. You're in already. You're in the in. Or in the know, better son. So what's the contract say? Like what? Every month or every month or every 2 months or something like that?
Yeah.
You have to submit a picture to the sponsors department just to make sure, everything's
still
still up
relevant.
to date and everything's still relevant on the car. Okay, do it. You take pictures for the Instagram post? Do it.
And then you have to hashtag sponsored by McGuire's.
And then you use the hashtag,
have
and
to
then you
use
got to
it in
tag
your
them. You tag dumber things on Instagram. That's the way I think about it.
Hashtag Booties. Hashtag take all biddies. Hashtag
But you know
Batwings
what I mean?
on
Guys.
OnlyFans.
You do it already. It shouldn't be any harder once you do grab a company.
I'm stretching
And here's a quick tip. If you're trying to get their attention and you don't have them, I'm not talking about McGuire's, I'm talking about like other brands in general, which sometimes it works. Start tagging them. Tag them every single post.
Or build something around what they could use. Like, for an example, I'm just saying, let's say if I was in talks with a brake company, right? I would get the nice wide body kit. I get the nice 3-piece wheels. I get the nice calipers.
Yeah, you build up to the recipe of what they like, what you've seen their products on. Better said.
And then you just ask, hey, how much would a kit cost if I were to be sponsored? And they give you that 30% off. Guess what? Instead of paying $2,500 for a big brake kit, you'll get that $500 off. You saved yourself money. Now go ahead and do it.
Exactly. And I'm pretty sure once you get in talks with like that department, you get into like first names with the person
Make friends.
and you make friends with them. Let's say, for example, okay, fine, the big brake kit, $2,500, they retail for, you get the discount, and you're able to get it at 15. You don't have the 15?
Cost, yeah.
I'm pretty sure all these companies have PayPal. Be like, hey, can you guys take 2-3 payments off of me? I can pay you the first 5 now. I really want the stuff. I don't want to lose the chance to be part of quote unquote the family. And I want to promote you. And I've seen some people get lucky with this, and they have set up like a payment plan type deal. And the last payment, they don't even need it.
Oh, that's nice.
They'll be like, yo, guys, don't worry about it. It's on your way.
Damn.
But you know why? You build already that trust.
That rapport.
You know what I mean? You're giving half the money up front to just show that you really want to be interested. And, next month you send the other one, and then the following month the other one. Whatever it is. Now, the scary stories of how easily anyone can breach a contract when it comes to the sponsorship life. I'll go with McGuire's because this literally happened at a show. I remember telling the story to some of the guys on the team. We were at a show. It was a McGuire sponsored event, which makes it even dumber. Now, common sense.
Go ahead.
You're in a McGuire's event. You're not going to have Windex in your cleaning kit.
Hell no. That's a sin.
Okay. Because they do go around and look. I've seen it with my own eyes. So even if I do have it's okay if they don't make something and you need that one spray that does handle that and it's another brand, that's okay.
Or it does that certain shine or look.
Because exactly, they don't produce it. So, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. How can you get mad if you guys don't even make it? They don't really frown upon it. But when you have their branded, windshield cleaner, what are you doing with Windex in the car?
You fool.
Even if you use it, outside the show world, in your own house, in garage, whatever, or hanging out with your friends in a meet, whatever it is. Homie was using, I forgot what exactly, what spray he was using that another brand makes and had it in his kit.
Oh no.
And still had that same product that
Next
they
to
make in their kit, in his kit, and wasn't using it. He was using the other brands. But since it was a sponsored event, the cars that were lined up, we weren't competing. We were just showcasing.
Okay.
Hello. We were showcasing. We're not even competing. We're just showing their
The product's
products
ability.
on our cars. So we're there. Okay, fine. The guy comes and goes, does it work good? I was like, oh, yeah. No complaints. Sponsored? Yeah. Oh, what's your name? Gave his name out. Didn't pay much mind to it. Boom. Show continues. We're all wrapping up, getting ready to rock and roll. Guy comes back with a paper. Just hands it to the guy. And the guy there, the bill for the kit that they sent them.
No.
Sponsorship terminated.
They probably McGuire sends you over $1,000, I feel like.
It's just about.
That's
just about reaches.
They send you a huge friggin'
Yeah, remember
number.
their bottles to begin with are semi up there. Not the detail kit,
It's not the most expensive thing you could
the
buy.
detail spray is like cheaply affordable. You know, $8, $7, $10.
It's
But their
competitive.
new stuff now is already like the 15 mark, $20 mark, and you do get a
But
lot.
you're getting
of
what you pay for.
Yeah, but you get what you pay for. You know, preference. You know, just because I like McGuire's and you just got them now, but so he got a bill. That guy got a bill.
Hold that. Take this L.
I mean, and I don't know how that played out. You know, I mean, I have no idea how that plays out.
I'm sorry, I love you. You're supposed
But
to be my
that's an
cinnamon
easy
apple.
way to breach contract. Or if you do something stupid and you post it on Instagram,
Doing donuts in a parking lot.
maybe some pages will find that cool.
Nope.
Don't really see it happening, but maybe there is that one or two that just don't care. You know, publicity is publicity. Fuck it.
Well, the other thing is you could say you were sponsored by, you were showcasing your other brands that you were sponsoring, just as Cosmo Tires, Big Giant Clouds, Sticky Rubber.
But you know what I mean? I've seen it all. I've seen it all when it comes to, like I said, from breaching a contract, from the nasty emails of people quote unquote deserving the parts, and then you fall in the middle, which is you're not demanding, you really want the part, but there's no market for you, because that happens too.
What?
Oh, did I lose you?
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'll give you a perfect example.
Sideline me.
Blue. Blue's a perfect example. It's a Chevy Trailblazer.
Okay.
I can't go to NRG, let's say for example, and get seats. They're gonna look at me like I have 7 heads. I'm like,
Oh.
and Blue's a full done show truck.
Yeah, but it's not a widely purchased car that turns into show cars.
Exactly, and I picked NRG just brain fart. I should
Out
have
of
picked another
thin air.
company
That
because
doesn't
that's
mean
more of
NRG
a
needs to go and make seats for this. We're not,
no.
you know what I mean? Don't do that.
Don't do that either. It was just off the top of my head. Open accessories is easier to reach when it comes to Blue. To give you a better idea,
To be fair, I think
like LED glow. I have LED glow.
Yeah.
I have 6-speed. I have a treadwear, because they're stuff that can be put anywhere on anything.
yeah.
So it's a little bit easier when it comes more in homing in. Like, I'll give you an even better one. For the life of me, I can't get hard motorsports for E36 for the BMW.
Really.
For the life of me.
If you would have made it in fucking that
What?
what was it called when you almost went to SEMA with it?
Oh, the Battlegrounds competition.
If you would have made it
Not
there,
even. I mean, it would have been a different thing, I would assume,
you
just
could pull your peak
because.
out and say, look where I went.
Yeah, exactly. It's it's one of those things. Even if down to the finalist stuff, they ship the cars out there. That's it. You're still getting publicity. You don't even need to win, to be honest.
No, you made it.
You get to that
Congratulations.
part and you're in.
You're at the Super
in.
Bowl already.
Because then out of nowhere, chances are you'll find somebody out there. Be like, yo, that's dope though. Don't worry about them. I got you with this and this and this.
I'll take care of you.
I'll take care of you, whatever. Because I've seen guys that haven't won Battlegrounds, and still, like, the competition helped them. Not in the sense that they won anything from the competition itself, because they lost, in the final rounds or whatnot. But they were able to pick up companies, and
help
companies
sponsor
reached
their
out to them, and they've been able to get mods. So I mean, even though you lost, you still won, in my book. So yeah, it sucked your car didn't make it that far, but you still made it enough rounds to get noticed enough to get a few things.
You bought her dinner she didn't put out, but you got a handy in the parking lot.
Yeah, I mean, take it.
That's a
You
W.
take it and run. It's still a win.
Now we're on like shot 6.
Yeah, just about. I'm pretty sure everybody's drunk by now. But going back to those sponsorships, if you home in on your brand, whether it's the guy that drives the E36 model, because it's popular, so there's a bigger market for it, and there's a lot more specified brands that deal with the car.
Okay.
Just like you can probably name a dozen off your head for the Z.
I got you. You want me to start going?
No, but that's exactly my point. What are the chances of you getting an easier pickup of a sponsorship wise with one of those brands over what I call an open class sponsorship, which is, like, treadwear or like, 6-speed, LED glow, street glow,
The reason why I think it'd be harder
NRG.
with those localized brands is because they have a rapport, they have a name, they have a certain
Exactly my
air
point.
to
So
them.
it comes down to this. If you're lucky enough and you have a car and there's a specific
profile that it
brand or
fits.
profile or store, whatever you want to call it, that everyone flocks to. Kind of like the Subi people, they deal a lot with Subi Speed,
Which is a good brand for
which
them.
is a good brand. But that's exactly my point. If you're lucky enough to flock to a store, a brand, or something that deals with your car in
Or
and
the
out,
AIG blocks for them.
exactly. Don't expect a sponsorship that easy.
No.
Why? They eat, shit, and sleep your brand in your car. So for you to get something, you
Gotta
gotta
stand
pull
out.
some stupid horsepower numbers with proven track stuff,
Showing that you're using it and applying
showing that
it.
you're using it and applying it, or that you're going to every single show, or you got this stupid crazy follower account that to them they will possibly think about taking a chance on you. Because at the end of the day, that's all the brands are doing on everyone that they sponsor. Whether it's a 10% code, free shipping code, or a full ride, and everything else in between. They're all taking a gamble on you. So it comes down to what can you do for them?
And I agree with that.
And there's nothing wrong with it, to be honest. And, talking from the outside in, you get it. Me,
From the inside.
from the inside out, I get it.
Inside out, pink sock.
I swear to God. But you know what I mean? What can you possibly bring to the table? And not your cockiness.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
What is your build
Because your car, that's cool.
brand? Dime a dozen.
I've seen 30 of them in one day. What makes yours different?
What makes you special?
Exactly. What makes this build special than the other 3 emails I got?
Tell me.
Because now you're going up against, you're going up against the budget,
people with deeper pockets,
okay? And you're going up against
better style sometime,
God knows how many people.
different flavors.
Which is a thing that nobody even thinks about once they click submit and they send that application in, you're going up against hundreds, if not thousands.
Well, ready for this? You can't compare somebody from Manhattan, New York City, or the Bronx with the overpopulated areas compared to like Des Moines, Iowa, fucking Killeen, Texas. You can't do it.
No, you can't. But when it comes down to the sponsorship stuff, you're going up against everyone.
They're gonna
Whether
want,
you're in a barn
Yep.
or whether you're a city, it doesn't matter. If you happen to have that same car,
Now you guys are in the same class. and who's better?
congratulations. I'm up against you. The second I submit, I clicked on submit,
You just jumped in the pool with 800
you just jumped
people.
exactly. So, what makes your car stand out? Aside from, the previous email that I got that pretty much had the same story as you.
And anybody, car brand wise, if you're listening to this, don't be shy to send this to people who ask you for handouts, because they need to hear both sides of this.
Yeah. Like I said, I know so many companies are cool. Like I keep coming back to 6-speed because they have so many different accessories that you
They
can
have
get.
streets and avenues of accessories.
Reach out. If that's your that's your first sponsor, do it. Who cares?
And make sure you rep them the right way.
But make sure you rep them the right way. If they ask for pictures tagged and hashtags and whatnot, do it.
A post every day. Guess what?
You got a good
better
car.
wake up in the morning, take
but
that
you're
picture.
throwing just pictures of it in your own IG page. Make an IG page for your car.
Dedicated.
That has become
The new norm.
the new norm, and I'll never forget it when I made one for Blue. Everybody even knocked me for it. Why are you making a page for the truck? What the hell? That's weird.
People want to see this content.
Really? Everybody got a car IG page. Seriously? I'm not saying I was one of the trendsetters. I definitely wasn't. But that's my point being this. I saw that as an easy avenue of showcasing the car in shows, or me installing the part that I was getting, and then just having 5 million decals on the car, on the windshield. I can have it all nice lined up in the profile.
Boom, 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 boom.
Nice picture of the profile. Go to the IG page. Follow the truck.
Well, here's the other thing of that. So social media in itself.
Yeah.
People follow things that they like. They
Yeah.
want to see shit they like. That's why the reason for an algorithm being invented,
Yeah. Pretty much.
to keep you hooked on it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what my Explorer page consists of?
Nothing but Z's.
It's Z's, Fat Boy Food. Yeah. Cars on airbags, wheels,
Yeah.
things you want to see.
I get it 100%.
You know how many times I made it to the Explorer page?
How many times?
More than a dozen. I'm just going to say it like that. And I know
Which
that's
is
not
dope as hell, because
friggin'
even that
accomplishment, but
alone, you're just like,
that means there's
I was in the Explore page.
people want to see my page. My boys are reaching out. Dude, you're on the Explorer page. I'm like, yeah, I've been told that before. I just haven't seen it myself. I haven't seen myself on Explorer page.
Which is cool.
But it's still like, not so much more of accomplishment, but that means there's a need to see your car.
Yeah.
It's entertainment. People want to see it.
But like I said, if those little tricks, reach out to LED Glow. Reach out to 6-Speed. Reach out. Well, McGuire's, they closed their thing already for the season, but stay on top of their website. I'm pretty sure they'll open again and give it a try. Even if you don't get it, try again next time. That's all it is. Just continue building your car.
Come back to the plate with the
and
bigger
just come
back.
and just go back harder. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I could easily say, screw these guys. Stick with like Armor All.
Yeah, but you're not using your Armor All to clean your glass, polish your exhaust.
I mean, I'm just using an example.
Take the fog from
the
the
point
inside
why
of
I
the
didn't
car.
bash him to hell. Like, what this guy's doing on his IG page
Brilliant.
is genius. Because it goes to show just how ignorant some people can sadly be at the end of the day in
And
this car
rude
game.
and disturbing and so on and so forth.
No, there's a few that may really make you want to question life. It's
Have I
like-
showed you the page yet?
No, you have not actually. You have not.
Well,
But while he's showing me the page, there's a quick little tricks to just get the car exposure, which work. It may work slowly if you're lucky enough to have a brand like a Subi or a Miata. I know those pages pick up trends quick just because they're the it cars, as of right now anyway, at least for our neck of the woods.
here.
Let's see.
I'm handing him
Let's
my
see.
phone.
He's showing me the famous page.
Scroll down. Read it out loud.
All right, this one guy. How many likes on my TikTok page for a free whatever for my rig? This guy responded with what is that? 1 trillion?
Sexillion.
1 sexillion in 24 hours. I'll try my best, he says. Anything more reasonable? Oh, this guy's good. Let's see. Hey, blah, blah, blah. I just bought a 2020 Mustang.
No, read it out loud.
Turbocharged 4-cylinder, and I want to build this sucker, but I need help. I've dreamed of being sponsored, and I'm reaching out. Even if there's a sticker I can put on it and flash the brand or anything.
Try not buying a
Wow,
fucking
okay, well-
4-cylinder, you clown.
Damn, we bashed him because it was a 4-banger. Jesus Christ.
But it's funny.
I'm pretty sure as the people read and be like, yeah, it's a 4-banger.
It's comical. You're turning negative energy and turning it into something beautiful. People get a laugh out of it.
You're right. Yeah, I mean, me quickly. I'm half of these pages like only 400 followers. The other one 900. Hook me up with a deal, I'll cop. And the guy's like, yeah, use the code 5OFF for the splitter on our current sale.
No, 5 off. Hold on.
Wait, what is it? Read it. I'm doing like multitasking 5 million things at the same time.
All right. So he says, hook me up with a deal, I'll cop. Use code 5OFF for 5% off side splitter for top current sale price. That's the deal on your website, though. If I'm endorsing it, I expect a better deal, not trying to be cocky. So he replies kindly, we don't need your endorsement, sorry. And he even apologizes, like, dude, come on. My favorite one
I think we should read one of these like every episode towards the end. And make it a section of the show because these are actually really goddamn good.
He wrote, "Hey, I was wondering if you guys do sponsorship." And the guy replies, and trust me, he's a well-known brand. I'm sorry, what do you mean? Do you guys send stuff in return for advertisement or shout-outs and stuff you sent? He sent some LOL. Like, dude, it's hilarious. And then the one guy sends him like 6 paragraphs in one. It's a Z guy, okay. And the guy replies,
Damn, is he really?
yeah. And then he replies, holy run-on sentence. And then it's the SpongeBob with the slow down hands. But like he's turning it into a comedy act where, not for anything, if he were to get on stage and give this out as material,
No, it would be good.
it would just be
good.
just be as exponential as his brand.
It's just funny as hell because at the end of the day, all of them, as you're skimming through it, just have the same vibe.
Yeah, and that people are just basically asking for something and giving nothing in return. Nor can they provide any sort of I
What's a
don't
good
want
word
to call
for
it
it?
compensation.
No, no, that's not a good word for it.
Feedback.
Feedback is
You get
we
what
can
you
use
give.
feedback because at the end of the day, yeah, I give you this.
If I give you
I
a
can
dollar,
easily-
I expect
I
a
can-
dollar.
Yeah. It comes down to the same thing. If I give you, that a free splitter like the guy was talking about, you wanted the free splitter to begin with.
What the fuck do you do for me?
I said okay, and I gave you the free splitter and a sticker, and you're gonna promote me, blah blah blah. Goes, puts on the splitter, still talks crap about the splitter. So on top of me wasting my time, effort, and money on the freebie I just gave you, congratulations. Now you took it for free. You still have it rocked on your car, and you're still talking crap about the damn part, but you won't take it off.
Like the one guy.
So the potential one buyer probably would have got. Now I lost 5 more plus the one I just sent you. No, get out of here, bro.
He goes, how much will you charge me? You wrote, full price? What do you mean? He goes, I was hoping since we were cool, you hooked me up with a discount. Why, in order for us to be cool, and one hooking you up, you would have to hook me up with full price plus tips so, we'd be cool. Dude, just buy it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, you guys should probably go give this a follow, but I'm not going to drop the link or the IG name because...
At least not yet. Let's contact them. Let's hit them up and be like, yo, listen, we have the show. We came across your page. We loved it. We were wondering if we can read a few.
I mean, we already dropped the name, but the spelling, good luck trying to figure that out.
Yeah, exactly. It won't.
It's there, but it's not there. The pieces are there. You
The
have to be
pieces are there.
intelligent
Just to
enough
see
to
if the
put
smart
together.
ones figure it out. But it would be cool if we should do that. Read it every episode, like make a little section.
Yeah.
It would be funny just to see because I'm pretty sure that thing updates daily.
Oh, let me find out if he does update daily.
It has to update daily. So again, end of the day, guys, for the ones that have never been sponsored.
Oh yeah, no, he posts pretty relevantly.
Okay, so yeah, there's a good chance that we could probably read something new every other week.
He's already at almost 4K followers.
There you go. He created the page when? How long ago, anyway?
I'll tell you right now. I'm scrolling down to the bottom. Oh, he's
God damn, that's a
quite
lot of posts,
few.
dude.
Yeah,
Jesus.
man. When's it dating back to? August 15, 19. Like somebody literally just sent him a pickup truck and said, "Do you guys sponsor?" Nah.
Yeah, not a used car dealership.
Yeah, it's not a used car dealership, dude. We're not trying to.
But that's my point. Don't go in cocky. Jesus Christ. You're trying to get something free for the love of God. Common sense will tell you, be nice. Be kind.
Yeah.
Because it kind of messes it up for, the Joe Schmo that's coming behind you with an actual legit cool build and a cool story
And now
behind
this
it.
guy comes into it with a bad taste in his mouth.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're just giving the damn brand a taste in their mouth that they just don't want to deal with. Because I've also now come to mind with, I've seen brands just completely cut off the sponsorship thing, and to hell with everyone, because they started getting annoyed.
Everybody reaches their hand out before you know it, your pockets are empty.
I'll never forget one time, actually kind of funny going back with Maguire's. I forgot what year it was. If it was 2017, 2018, or whatever.
Again, I'm vaping while we do this.
We were in a humongous group email, all the sponsorship cars. Because whenever they need a car, they'll send an email out, and they'll carbon copy it and send it to everyone on the list.
That's pretty cool.
And who can make it to what event to be a booth car.
Hold on, sidebar. I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, go for it.
What are we going to do when you and I are booth cars together?
What, hold hands and skip along the show? Like, what do you want me to tell you?
Can we wear like matching outfits and shit?
Seriously?
Why not?
We have matching uniforms, Bill.
No, but
That's
like
matching outfits. What do you want? Daisy Dukes and wear our C4 shirts? That's
you don't have the legs for that to begin
What?
with.
Have you not seen these Cuban things?
No, I've seen Tom's kneecap.
Leave Tom out of it.
Sonic's has not a prosthetic. What do you
No,
call it?
get prosthetic, bro. It was just knee
Transplant?
surgery, my ACL and my meniscus. Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you guys, he can dance his ass off, and I've said that a couple times, but
Poor Tommy. Leave that poor man out of it.
Cadaver
He's a good
knee.
dude. He was a good dude.
but like that's gonna be pretty cool.
I mean, hopefully it comes down to the same. Granted, we're all gonna get the same email. But let's say, for example, at least the ones around here, though, the closest one they always do every year is Carlisle. Actually, they have a humongous booth there with their big rig and the trailers. It's the dopest fucking truck and trailer you ever see. Yeah, no, big screen TVs inside the whole 9 yards. It's dope as hell, and they'll park. I think it's like 3 to 4 cars in the middle in between their trucks, and then towards the end they'll put like 2 or 3 other ones.
That's really cool.
Which is cool, but it's first come first served. So the second you get the email, you have to like quickly scroll through the show, be like, reply back, I want that show, thanks, because then and send a picture, so just they remember off the top of the head, off the top of their head who you are.
I'm gonna make a bot for it, for the immediate
I'll just be a quick reply. Yes, boom.
Yeah, you can make a
But,
bot for that.
Going back with Maguire's.
Tell me the story.
Oh yeah, like back. I don't know what year it was. If it was 17 or 18 or whatever. We were all in a group chain, in the email thing, and people started writing back and forth of, "Hey, where's my cleaning stuff?" Now you got to remember, you guys, for the ones that do it, you sign up, you get approved, do the contract stuff, you email it back, you probably get your stickers in the mail first sometimes, and then. Towards spring, because you got to remember, you're doing this in December, January, March, April is when technically you get your stuff. Why? Because it's technically when the season starts, quote unquote, warmer weather.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be doing shows. Okay, it was like May, and we weren't receiving anything yet.
Okay.
So there was a humongous delay with the products to the point that a massive email went and nobody got their cleaning stuff.
What?
And all the cars got dropped for that season because of the complaining of people demanding
their shit.
their stuff. Like, my dude, what was the need of that?
That makes no
I remember
sense.
reading the emails. I'm like, I'm not going to bother with this. I'll get it when I get it, and that's it. And be thankful if I get it.
But you see, that's not why I applied. I applied to be able to say, yeah, I'm sponsored by them and I rock their banner, and they chose me as a clean enough car to be able to roll with them.
Yeah, end
Those
of the
are the
day.
cool
I mean, end
kids.
of the day,
That's why I applied.
it is nice taste in the palate, as I like to say.
And McGuire's, if you're listening, I really don't need all of their cleaning supplies. I have most of them, to be genuinely fair. All I really give a damn about is the damn sticker
It's
and to be able to roll with you guys.
It's the pat in the back and the thumbs up. Be like, yeah, you roll with us.
That's what I did it for.
Just because the company has been out for so damn long. What is it, 1905 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, dude, it
Or
reaches.
1906 or something like that. It's a 100-something-year-old damn company. And I'll even give you a cooler backstory that I had a chance to meet Barry Maguire
What?
and chat with him, and I was on his show, Car Crazy,
Shut up.
which I even have the pictures to prove it on a Throwback Thursday that I'm gonna do tomorrow on Blue's page. So for you guys, I want to check that out. It's Sonic SUV on the IG World. That's Blue's page. I'll be dropping that little Throwback Thursday, just because came across it because I've been doing the Throwback Thursday on the team page
Okay.
for like a month now. And I came across the pictures. I was like, oh my God, how can I forget this? And I showed up on one of his episodes of Car Crazy. And I had a chance to meet the legend
I
and
wonder if
talk to
there's
him.
footage of that.
There is.
I want to find that footage. I want to watch that.
So I don't know if it's on YouTube or what episode number it was, but it was on Car Crazy.
That's totally awesome. Like the brand that we were just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to say what they usually make because that would give that away. But I've bought their products before.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't pay full price for them. I bought it secondhand. And I still have them off to the side, although they're broken. Yeah, it's a fixed back. And of course, a fat kid is not necessarily friendly for these. Especially if you're doing dumb shit with your car.
Okay.
So it started to crack and wear away, and then it started to rip, and so on and so forth. But even if this guy decided to reach out and say, hey, you can come park with us, just bring that shitty seat.
Yeah, I mean, you do it. Slap it on and fuck it.
That's for the pat on the back, that you get to park with them on their booth and
Yeah.
say, hey, they acknowledge me.
Yeah, and then you get into the double-sided coin of this. I don't need the damn approval. I mean, you're right, you don't.
But you're fishing for it.
But you're in a hobby that, end of the day, you want to get noticed. Or else you wouldn't be in the hobby to begin with. You'll be driving the same damn car your neighbor is.
You go to the bar, you're hoping to pick up a girl.
End of the day. So, whether you want it or not, you want that pat on your back.
You want to take her home.
Yeah. You want that pat in the back. You want that thumbs up, and you want that, whatever you want to call the brand, the company, who you look up to, whatever it is, to be like, that's a sick build. Or that thing is clean. Doesn't have to be nice. Doesn't have to be hot. Oh my God, the car's beautiful.
No, you just want the pat on the back.
Yo, that car's really clean. That's winning.
That's a W in itself.
So, anybody that stands there and tells you, fuck what he thinks, what the other one thinks, is that horseshit. It's all horseshit. I don't buy it for 1 minute. End of the day, some type of nice job, a pat on the back, or getting that brand to look at your car or repost you or throw you in a story with a thumbs up. It can be the simplest thing like that. And it means the world. That is all completely different from catching clout.
Oh, don't
Which
get me
will
started on clout.
We'll get into that in another episode.
Oh,
Maybe on the
crap.
next one. Just to tie it into this one. But that's the two differences between clout online and hype and an actual, oh no, I want to shake your hand because that's a
What you're
mean
doing
ass.
is the right way to do it.
That's a mean ass car. That's an awesome build, or that's a clean build, or that's a very clean ride from a higher up like that. Because going back to, this was years back. This was with the whole, meeting Barry Maguire. He was just doing an episode that day at that event. And he went out and started scouting cars that he wanted to talk to. And I was one of the lucky ones that he was like, I know there's got to be a good story behind this one. And if you tell me there isn't, I'm not going to believe you, and I'm not leaving until I hear it. It's to hear that from the actual, bloodline of Maguires.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you're Barry Maguire. He goes, yep. When I looked in the morning, that's all he said to me back. I started laughing. I was like, is this what? What's going on right now?
Where's Ashton Kutcher?
He goes, you good in front of a camera? I was like, I guess. He goes, you will be today. He went back. He goes to the audio guys. He goes, mic him up, just like that. And they put a mic behind me, the whole lapel thing, the whole 9 yards. He goes, just don't look at the camera, man. Just talk to me. Just make believe they're not even there. But I want to know about this truck because I know there's a good story behind it. There has to be. All right, and I told him my story, and then we did a walk around the bar. I'll never forget that. they did cut twice just because I had to glance over at the camera at the first time. It was my first time. And I was like,
starstruck.
the guy's like, don't look at the camera. What's the first thing I do? Boom, camera. Cut. Rewind. Let's take it back. I was like, damn, my fault. He's like, it happens to everybody, kid. Don't worry about it. But he was cool as hell. Cool as hell. He goes, oh, here's my card with his email on it. As soon as the episode drops, we'll send you an email so you can check it out online. And if hopefully we'll get lucky and we'll throw it on season 2. I think it was on Speed Network at that time, through Discovery or whatnot.
Okay.
But I have pictures of proof of me walking with Barry Maguire
Around Blue. At
the end of the day, do you sit there and be like, okay, I don't need his approval?
Dude, Barry Maguire does a lap around my car? You have to lose it.
Yes and no. I don't need anybody's approval. I like my own car. But having that, you know what? Out of the 200 cars here, I was one of the cool ones that he thought was unique and cool. Nobody could take that away from me. I don't need an award. I don't need a trophy for that. That was my trophy that day. To be honest. That to me was just heaven. I would just never forget. I was just telling the guys, take pictures, please. Just take a million damn pictures. Just go retarded. Press the finger on the button. Just let it go. Just let the camera rip. Because it's stuff that goes with you to the grave of having moments like that in the car game. Which, sadly, they don't happen a lot. And they're picked. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Because I can get deep into this car scene. And I've seen, like I said, the ones that do it to get laid, to the ones that do it to prove themselves. That I can build a car just like Chip Foose. And I say that name just because he's my personal, car legend when it comes to building cars.
I like his paint trick.
I love his paint trick. I told you about his paint trick.
Do you guys know what that is? It's a little bit of a darker shade at the bottom.
That bottom fade is just all the time, on point. But it's funny because even when half the guys joking around be like, what are you doing, Chip Foosing? I laugh about it, but I take it with pride. Because at least to me, that is top of the top of the car builders. In my eyes, anyway. Like I said, there's a million cool. There's Ken Diggett Designs. He's dope as hell. Gas Monkey Garage. They're dope as hell. They can build some mean-ass cars, too.
Carol
I can
Shelby,
name a dozen. But end of the day, I'm like, I always got to give it to Foose, though. I always got to give it to Chip Foose.
You know who I'm going to say?
Who?
The guy from Raw Welt.
Okay, yes.
What he does with cars.
Yes.
Absolute beauty. And it's always a Porsche.
Always a Porsche. And it's the same. I love his attitude when building. Of no fucks given.
He needs his chair, his cigarettes, and his beer.
That's it. That's all that man cares about. Which is the dopest. Like, I've seen the video. I've seen him in action. And I forgot what YouTube channel he's on. He's usually on a lot.
By the way, the cinematographer he uses off the hook.
Oh, no, that guy's on point. So whoever does his videos, dude, A+, all the way around. Like, I've seen the transitions and the B-rolls are on point. Like, fire as hell. But I love the way how that man, you can just tell this guy just does not care.
And
he
he
just
loves what
leans
he's
back, takes a cigarette, a few puffs, and just hacksaw. Meow, and just starts going at it. Just
Silicone.
like no fucks given. And the silicone, dirty hands, eats a sandwich, drinks some coffee, smokes a cigarette again, boom, back at it again with the other side of the fender. No fucks given. I love seeing that.
My favorite, ready for this?
What?
When the person has those 3-piece wheels with the 7-inch step lip, chromed out all the way.
Oh, no, dumb as hell.
He still takes that spray paint, paints off the tire, idlers.
Yep. No.
Whether you have Toyo 888s or
Yeah, doesn't give a crap what you have.
you have
I love
Pirellis, run flats, doesn't matter.
Does
They're
not
idlers
matter.
now.
They're idlers now. But, it's builders like that, which we can even get into, obviously, without getting too crazy from the sponsorship stuff, that I love to see. But it all comes down to the same thing. If he never touched your Porsche, and you own a Porsche.
Yeah.
You see him at a meet, a show, whatever it is, and he comes up to you, shakes your hand, or gives you a pat or asks you a question. Yo, I like the way you did that. That's it. That's your moment of glory of the car world.
That's it. Congratulations. You made it.
Congratulations.
That's better than a trophy
Yeah.
at that point.
To me personally, that's better. Like, dream would be like having Chip Foose in an event and having like all our cars there and him coming up and just taking a picture with like the team, or leaving his signature like on my dashboard. You know what I mean? Stuff like that is what you aspire to, which is the point of everybody here that wants to get sponsored the correct way. Asterisk. The correct way.
Not just by begging for parts.
Not
and
by begging or
hoping.
being a dick about it, or like acting cocky, because these companies don't need you.
DMing them versus actually applying online.
And don't get me wrong, there's some of them even prefer IG over even the website stuff. I've seen it many times.
Based
it's
on
just
our one example,
uh-huh.
he enjoys the IG stuff.
Okay, there you go. But you go nice about it. You go nice about it. It's one of those things. Don't act cocky. If you get 10%, 5%, free shipping.
Take it.
Free shipping and a t-shirt. Yo, it's
deal.
better than nothing. Is it what you wanted? No,
No.
of course not. Of course it's understandable to be annoyed. But don't turn around and be like, oh, f your shit. It wasn't even cool anyway. I can get it cooler than somebody else. Then why didn't you go with them to begin with, bro? Because chances are they're probably just going to delete your email. You're not even going to get a shirt. Chances are. Sadly. That's the way it goes. Like I said, seen it.
Lived it.
And lived it. And been living it. And continue to live it.
Got the t-shirt to prove it.
Yeah, I do have the t-shirt. Thanks, LED Glow. But that's my point. Like the top tricks. Be courteous. Be polite.
Structured, organized.
Jesus Christ, spell check.
Yeah, no
happens
run-ons.
to dude, and it happens to everybody, even the pros that are sending emails out. I've gone through it, and I've caught my own stuff. I'm like, whoa.
And you can't be too
hold on.
casual either.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you get lucky. They overpass that. They don't care. It is what it is. But, be your own critique.
Yeah.
Don't just click send quickly. Reread it
6 times.
6, 7, 10 times, whatever the case may be. And good angles of your car. Don't do just a front shot. Don't do just a simple side shot. Do a nice, side driver angle. Do a nice trunk setup. Don't expose anything that you don't want exposed, like a hanging wire somewhere or a zip tie. Like you
Anything
forgot the
unpleasing.
trim, but you took the angle and it's kind of sticking out.
There's a zip tie hanging out the front bumper.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Those simple little tricks. And 100%, I'll go back to it. An IG page for the car. Stop taking pictures in your own profile with your car. Make one for the damn car.
By itself.
People are going to sponsor the car, not you. Because I've seen that a million times.
Well, if they're sponsoring you, they have to have some sort of emotional connection.
Yes and no. Obviously, they don't really care what your background is.
Yeah, no, you're right. To
They're
a degree.
more interested in the car's background, if that makes any sense to you.
Yeah.
So that's why I always say, that's fine, keep your page, but just do one for your car. And promote that everywhere you go. Because have you not noticed that you won't remember the car, but you remember the car's IG page?
Yeah.
Or you'll tell me a name, I'm like, I don't know who drives that. But then you go, oh, is this, boom, profile name. Oh, yeah, I remember.
Like you've never met John in person, but you know his Z.
Yes, exactly. Newbie members I haven't even met. Why? But I know them by their IG. Until I physically meet them in front of me
Which
and give them their banner and
you should
everything
be
else.
meeting him tomorrow.
Oh, good. Finally. It's one. Then I put the name to the face. But as of now, it's the IG name to the car. Until I physically meet them. And that happens with everyone.
By the way, you're gonna have to cut out a few banners tonight, no? Unless they're already cut.
Yeah, no, I need transfer tape. Because the other one decided to melt
fall
off the
apart.
paper.
Thanks, Uline.
So
See how quick I was quick to
thanks
throw
for
them under the
that.
bus?
Thanks for
And
that.
I paid full price for that and didn't ask for a sponsor either.
Thanks, Uline, for that one. Just straight up.
You know what's funny?
Oh, God.
I paid them and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I was extremely excited when I got the roll.
dude,
Because just
everything
the
else from
quality, I was
Uline-
like, oh, this is good.
everything else from Uline was gold. I think it just might have had a shipper who didn't care and just sent it.
No, it probably just expired glue, to be honest. Because it sticks. Just doesn't stick on the paper. It just sticks on everything else but the bad paper when you're going to lay it. But whatever, it is what it is.
Glass and
No, I should have banners. Hopefully, I should have the transfer tape better said by this week. So finally, I can finish cutting 10 banners. Yeah, life.
oh no.
As you can tell from the excitement in that of everything else I have piled up, but I gotta cut up the banners too. But going back to the sponsorship stuff, reach out to these companies. Doesn't hurt to try. Definitely do an IG page. Do not post pictures of your car missing things.
And if you're posting ugly pictures of your car, let them know it's being built.
Yeah, as under construction. Make sure you put that because I've
Asterisk.
seen people that have tried to get sponsored have been very close to getting it and have lost it because their car isn't quote unquote up to par of what.
They have the green gel front bumper because it's carbon. It's
But
That's
you know
how
what I
it
mean?
came.
I've seen that.
Pre-wrapped.
But just because they did a simple thing, they didn't put under construction. Because another thing too, half of these websites, the first thing they ask you is, what's the Instagram
And what's the status of your car?
and what's the status
Is
of
it
your
running?
car?
Is it parked? Is it? Show me a
Because
recent picture.
you guys may not think they do that, but they go into your IG page. They may never follow it. They're obviously not make it known, but they're gonna go and they're gonna creep.
If I get, by the way, if I get a follow from any of these brands
Uh-huh.
that we talk about today,
You're gonna be a dick, be like, well, I talked about you, so I want mine.
no. I'm not going to ask for anything, but it would be kind of this podcast itself, this episode rather, would be a useful tool for them to explain why people need to reach higher expectations before they decide to.
Yeah, actually,
ask for
it
things.
would be cool to get a top brand, or not a top brand, but just a brand that's already been out, and what if they do sponsor cars, what their criteria is. Because we already kind of, like I said, we know what McGuire's demands for,
Yeah,
which is expected, just because of usually the cars that you see
they
with
want
them.
special.
So it's one of those things that I've never seen to this day a stock looking car
And a
roll
McGuire's
with them
booth.
anywhere. It just doesn't happen.
Unless it's a resto mod.
Unless it is a resto mod, yeah. And, asterisk behind that one. If it's something resto modded like that, and even then they still go custom paint anyway. Chances are 9
So
out
it's
of
not
10
necessarily
go.
a stock car anymore.
No. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, sadly. But like I said, guys, if you don't get discouraged, you get the no, keep trying. And also, for the love of God, anyone that comes up to your page or sends you a DM, I can get you sponsored, pay me 100.
Ignore them.
Bullshit. Don't do it. Don't fall for it, no matter how good it sounds.
Take them all home and send them a picture of that.
Pretty much with the thumbs up, because way too many people have fallen for that and gotten nothing for it and have not been able to get their money back. And to this day, they're still out there.
Floating around.
They're still out there flowing around. It's one, sadly, but there's a market for everything. So just guys, we hope you guys don't fall for it. Maybe we'll drop the names. Maybe in the next episode.
I am going to reach out and forward this episode to them.
Which one?
The one brand that in particular that I was talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah. Why not? Like I said, it would be good to get their take on it, specifically their take, just because they're the ones that made this funny IG page, on if they do sponsored rides, which I'm assuming they do. What? Yes and no. I mean,
I know they do some rally. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily rally stuff, but active vehicles.
so their thing is more you really, really abusing their product to
Dude,
showcase
They
it,
could take a beating.
quote unquote.
That's why when it cracked, I was like, oh shit,
how
I
good
probably
it
shouldn't
can,
be using
how
this
good
anymore.
it can last.
But also, I wasn't really getting out the car the right way. I was just sliding my ass on the arm and shit.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Listen, I didn't pay full price for them. You know, Craigslist, thank you. But hey, I rocked them for maybe 3 weeks and then took them off.
Well, find out. Reach out and be like, if you guys sponsor, we were doing a podcast. What's your take on what your criteria is?
And we're not asking for anything.
On what you're asking for. Yeah, I mean, end of the day, it's just to get their. It would be cool to just get another
More
brands
feedback upon
or a
this.
little bit more feedback on it, because we can touch on it for the next episode. But yeah, guys, if you've been sponsored, what has been your nightmare stories? Have you gotten approved? Have you gotten the no thank you, try again later?
Have you broken contract?
Have you broken your contract by mistake without knowing and then been forced to bill a week later in the mail? I would love to hear that, because those stories never get old.
Oh, and speaking of leaving us voicemails, all right, so I'm going to say it now. You guys are starting to leave the voicemails, and we got one this weekend, and both intrigued and disturbed by it. But we're going to mention it because, all right, you took the
They
cake.
said to. They
Yeah,
said to
right.
as like a shout out without giving the name. So
You took the cake, and it was a lot of slurping noises and like gagging noises, and I'm sure you guys can put together what was going on in there. Do not send us an 8-minute video, a voicemail of that again. Don't.
as funny as that was,
That was not. I'm sure like whoever did that, A+, yeah, fine, but don't do that again.
I mean, 8 minutes of gagging, damn.
Dude, she must have been talented,
That's
or he.
that's talent. Hey, it's 2021.
But we don't need that again. That was horrendous.
So yeah, feel free to leave us actual voicemails that don't, do sound effects or nothing crazy. But we do like to hear stories from fellow car guys and gals online, just what their nightmares have been, trying to get sponsored, or what tips and tricks they thought of and worked for them that wasn't said here. We'd love to add more, because if I can make
An outline structure.
a straight outline on the steps to a good chance
The proper way to do it.
to get sponsored, I would love to do it. And I'd love to add everybody's input that has worked for them to just build, the perfect recipe that the chances are no company will say no
The
to.
presentation, how they want to see it on their plate.
Exactly. So I'd love to hear that. And yeah, like I said, if you've had a sponsorship but you got kicked out because you got caught doing something stupid, tell us a story. You don't have to give us name brands or whatnot. We can always leave that out. But just a story. So just your take. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything else you want to add, Boo?
No, top down everything.
Yeah, pretty good show today. Give yourself a
Good
pat on the
job.
back.
Yeah.
Give no pat on the back. Oh, there you go.
Take that.
But as always, my friends, thank you everybody for listening. Make sure you log on, c4lifestyle.show. Drop us that story. We'd love to hear a little bit more. Follow us on the gram, C4 Lifestyle Media. And as always, keep it custom, my friends, because life's way too short to stay stuck.
Peace.